going on YouTube? It's Jay Marvelous. We're back with another video. And today I'm bringing you guys the ranking for my Phase 4 series. Yesterday, we did the Phase 4 films. Today we're doing the Phase 4 series. We're looking at 8 titles. We got WandaVision, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. Oh, and Falcon and Winter Soldier's in there also. Falcon and Winter Soldier also. So we're going to be ranking those 8 titles against each other. That's it. I love all of these. You guys know how I feel about Phase 4. I love all of these titles. I'm just ranking them against each other. Somebody blasting the music. And we're gonna jump right into this. Because it's going to be some... I know I got some... I'm not going to say what everybody's going to say just because everybody's saying it. I'm going to say what I like, what I enjoyed the most. So, starting off at number 8 for my Phase 4 series ranking, we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, this is probably the lowest rated Phase 4 series anyways. Everybody kind of thinks that. What hurt it the most was it being so similar to the pandemic and to COVID-19. That is what really did it. Other than that, I like the introduction as Sam Wilson, Captain America. I love the suit. Love that finale, that speech. Amazing. Love that. The character arc for John Walker, I liked it. It was okay. I don't like how he got redeemed after doing what he did to that guy in episode 3, I believe it was. Sharon Carter, character was kind of weird. I don't know if we'll see any more of her going forward. I'll be surprised maybe in like a 10 Ring series. But I don't think we'll see much of that. But yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, it didn't hit every marker that I wanted it to hit. We'll say that. But I still loved it because I love Falcon and I love Winter Soldier. I love those two characters. And I love Captain America, so I love like a Captain America series without Captain America, like, and the Bradleys, like Isaiah Bradley, that storyline was amazing. I can't wait to see these characters more in Captain America: New World Order. So I got Falcon and Winter Soldier at number 8. All right, and at number 7, we got Hawkeye. Hawkeye kind of is along the same lines as Falcon and Winter Soldier, just kind of missed a few marks. My issue with Hawkeye, and this kind of ties back into my ranking for Black Widow in the other video. Go watch that video if you haven't seen it already. They mourn Natasha. They mourn Natasha more in the Hawkeye series than they did in her film. And I guess they didn't want to mourn her because it took place after Civil War and all of that. But that should have been more of a subplot in this story. Like, I understand that's what kind of is the motivation is his grief and everything for Natasha, but the run that they adapted, I love the run they adapted. It wasn't the Hawkeye show. It was just okay. I liked it. It was just okay. It was a fun Christmas vibe. I don't really have too much to say about Hawkeye. I love Kate Bishop. Can't wait to see Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop more in the MCU for the Young Avengers. Rumor has it she's the leader of the Young Avengers, so super excited about that. So I got Hawkeye, number 7. Now, number 6, we have She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I really enjoyed this show. This series was a very, very light comedy, good lawyer, case of the week show. Not case of the week, but I enjoyed this show leading up to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, because that movie hit me like a truck. So having something lighthearted leading up to that, I knew they did that on purpose to get fans prepared for that. I liked the introduction. The introduction of Daredevil and the introduction of She-Hulk is really what does it. The story plots kind of fell flat. Like, I wish we got more of a payoff towards the Hulk blood thing. And the introduction of She-Hulk in the MCU, I'm here for it. Introduction of Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Well, more introduction of Daredevil instead of Matt Murdock, because we got that in Spider-Man No Way Home. But those two things is what really did it for me. I'm excited because what Phase 4 did for me is the world building, the characters, and growing and expanding. That's why I like Phase 4 as much as I do. So I got She-Hulk at number 6, sorry, just for the terms of introduction of She-Hulk, Daredevil. They're dating now. Like, come on now. So yeah, that's where I got She-Hulk. Now, number 5, I have Miss Marvel. I love the character of Miss Marvel. I wasn't very familiar with the comics until the Marvel Avengers game came out, and then I went and kind of skimmed over her comics and her origin. Love her character. I can relate to her because I'm a huge fan of Marvel and everything. So the show did what I wanted it to do. I love her family, her mom, her dad, her brother. I love her whole family, her grandma. The clandestines were kind of I feel like because Marvel sometimes feels that they need a villain to fight, to punch a third act, something to punch in the third act is what I like to say. And you don't always need that. Sometimes the antagonist could be yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can go through those issues with yourself, and the story, the interest in the story is figuring out yourself and what works for you, and figuring out how to be yourself. And that's what Kamala Khan's story is. And I feel like her story could have just been that. And if it was just that, it would be a lot higher because I love the character of Kamala Khan. And I love the characters of Miss Marvel. And I love the world of Miss Marvel that we got. So I got Miss Marvel at number 5. Now, this one might be a hot take. Don't get me wrong. I love this show. But just not as much as I love the ones that go above it. Now, at number 4, I got WandaVision at number 4. I know. Don't boo. Don't leave. Wait, come back. No, come back. So, I have WandaVision at number 4. Literally just because it was a great show. Emotional, amazing, and it got us through the pandemic, dealing with grief, dealing with the loss of loved ones, because I've dealt with that during the pandemic. It definitely hit heartstring for sure. 1000%. It was a great show. Not saying there was nothing wrong with this show. It just doesn't rank as high as the stuff that comes above it. I was more excited for. We're just gonna say that. There's nothing wrong with WandaVision. Can you hear me? There's nothing wrong with WandaVision. Don't cancel me because I ranked WandaVision at number 4, please. Don't cancel me. I love the show. I just love the other shows more. So I got WandaVision at number 4. Number 3, we have What If. I loved the animation of What If. I loved every single episode. How every single episode told different stories with some of the similar characters. I love the fact that with animation you can go wild, you can go crazy with stuff that you can't do live action because the CGI, because the VFX budgets are so expensive. So I just love the fact that it's different. You guys will see that the stuff that I have ranked is the stuff that I have ranked high in my list for this is different stuff that we don't normally see. So the fact that we have What If, first episode is the introduction of Captain Carter. The second episode is What If T'Challa was Star-Lord. Third episode, What If Killmonger saved. Like, the episodes that we got were stuff that I didn't think that they were going to do. I had no clue that they would do the stuff that they did. And they did it, and it worked, and I loved it. The Doctor Strange episode. Chills from the Doctor Strange episode. So good. I love What If. The final battle when they're fighting Infinity Ultron for the Soul Stone. When they're that long take where they're all just going in on him. Oh, so good. I love the action of What If. I like the fact that it kind of generalizes the multiverse, and to casual fans, it explains that this stuff isn't super canon. It's just happening in different places in the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. So for those reasons, I have What If at number 3. At number 2, we got Moon Knight. I loved this show. Moon Knight has always been a character that I've always wondered, why don't they do Moon Knight live action? And the fact that they announced it at D23 2019, I was so excited. I couldn't wait. Oscar Isaac as Mark Spector, as Stephen Grant, as Jake Lockley. Amazing. Yeah, I love this show. I love the action. We're in Egypt. I love the gods bickering amongst gods. Amit looks amazing. I want to see more of Amit in the MCU. Amit looked incredible. Khonshu looked incredible. Fight between Khonshu and Amit, and then Arthur and Mark and Layla. Oh, so good. And they connect, and they finally become one, and they're interchanging and they're swapping, and oh, so good. I love it. I love what they did with the character. I love how they simplified it, because in the comics, as you know, Moon Knight has like 5 or 6 personalities. Like Mr. Knight is an alter of itself. So I like how they simplified. Steven has the Mr. Knight suit. Mark has the ceremonial armor of Khonshu. So this show hit all the marks that I wanted it to hit and then some more. So that's why I have Moon Knight ranked number 2. Now, at number 1, you guys all saw, you knew what was coming at number 1. This show took it blew my expectations. It completely exceeded expectations. I had no idea the show was gonna be as good as it was. When I watched Endgame and Loki escaped with the Tesseract through that portal. I thought it was just a throwaway, but the fact that itself branched off and started one of the best, to me, the best Marvel project from Phase 4 films and series. I think Loki was the best project from Marvel from Phase 4. This show, oh my goodness. It sets up the multiverse. It sets up Secret Wars. It introduces a variant of Kang. He remains. Jonathan Majors is so good in that final episode. The fact that final episode is 35 minutes in a room, just him talking, and I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, so good. The character of Loki and Sylvie, technically they're the same. Even though they're the same characters, they're different. Oh, the story, Mobius, everybody, all the characters. I'm in love with all the characters. I'm in love with the terminology and the cosmic side of it, and the fact that we don't know what the TVA is. We really don't. After 6 episodes, 6 hours of being with the TVA, we still really don't even know how it works. Like, we know how it works, but where is it at? When is it at? Like, oh, Loki just brought so much to the MCU, so much world building to the MCU, and everything leading and everything after this can connect back to Loki because it's a multiversal saga and we're in the multiversal saga. So for those reasons, I have Loki at number 1. All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for my Phase 4 series ranking. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. If you agree, disagree, please let me know. Make sure you like, share, like I said, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I know. So make sure you subscribed. But it's Jay Marvelous. I'm out. Have a marvelous day. Peace.